As we move on to part 4 of our reflection of Needham Boys Volleyball's first state title in 2015, the guys bring us back to the final point of that season and the first thoughts and emotions that went through their heads. Plus, the group also pulls back the curtain on some of the funnier moments that happened that year.
What do you guys remember thinking after that final point in that title game, after going everything that you just said that you rattled off? That final point finally comes. Like, what's going through your head? What are you thinking, other than being like, crap, we're state champions?
Relief. Just made it, all the hard work really just seemed to pay off in the end, and there was nothing you can do but smile and enjoy it.
Yeah, it's like after going an undefeated season where we only dropped a handful of sets. There's almost as if there's this like expectation that like we have to win, we have to do this, we have to live up to this name and this hype, and it was definitely, I agree with you, Alex, with relief was the first thing that came to my head. Like I remember playing every single point, like fist pumping after every single point we won, and just so full of emotion. It was just huge kind of weight lifted.
It's actually really funny that you guys both say relief, because my first thought was, damn, I wish we were playing more volleyball.
And I think like since then, that was 5 years ago, I think I don't know if I put pressure on these guys or we just felt pressure, but I think since then I've kind of maybe not toned it down, but I mean, these guys had so much pressure. I think that's kind of why they felt that relief at the end. Because it was a tough balance between having that sense of urgency and keeping it loose and trying to keep everyone focused. But
yeah, I actually need to interject and make sure it goes on the record that Powell says he got hard senior year, but he actually turned very soft into a big old teddy bear. Was the consensus. And he just found the ways to tug on our heartstrings that didn't come from yelling, and it didn't come from a red face. And a different younger Powell he coached us differently, and he really learned kind of what worked for me, definitely. What worked for Alex, I mean, nothing really works for Alex.
I'm still trying to figure out what worked for Alex, man.
and you were blessed with SCO, so.
Yeah. It was easy. Alex Raskind, I'm still trying to figure out to this day. It's funny. Another story, we had beaten Newton South, and then the next match was against, a pretty good Lincoln Sudbury team. I think we kind of knew we were going to win, and Alex didn't have a good match. It was just, for Alex, for any other setter, he would have been awesome. And we had like a couple days of practice, and he just had absolutely terrible practices. Where he was bad body language, like not being a good teammate, and finally, the practice before the state final. We just sat down after film, and it was just me and him, and we both just kind of broke down. And we're like, I was like, what's going on? And then we both kind of had this moment where, this is it for us, because I think Alex and I had this collective vision that we shared that motivated everyone else. And I've never really had that connection with one player towards a goal or a mission like I did. But in that moment, I think, we're sitting in the classroom by ourselves, and we just both broke down. And that's how we ended our last practice going into that Westfield State final. Is something I'll never forget.
I got thrown out of that last practice, actually.
You definitely were there for film, but did I kick you out of the gym?
You threw me out of the gym.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Last
I
practice?
came back.
I don't remember that.
He definitely got thrown out of practice.
I told you to take a walk or something.
Cool off. Cool your jets.
It wasn't easy, Dukes. It was not easy, man.